to solve another Leetcode problem 1121. Divide array into increasing sequences. So the idea is that we are giving an array nums, so they're going to be duplicate numbers. But this array is non-decreasing, so the array is going to be something like this. Yeah, it is non-decreasing, and integer k. So we have integer k. So we're going to return true if this array can be divided into one or more destroyed increasing subsequences of length at least k, or false otherwise. Yeah, so how can we solve this problem? Yeah, definitely this is not a hard problem, but we just need to think a little bit about it, and then we might find an idea of how to solve the problem. So the array is going to be like this. It is non-decreasing. As we also know, there are going to be duplicate numbers. But how should we solve the duplicate numbers? If we can solve the duplicate numbers, definitely we can solve the problem. Yeah. Now let's just say, maybe we're gonna try to use the first example. Yeah, let's just check if it is possible to split the nums into two increasing parts. Yeah. So this is one part, this is another part. So for each of the number, let's first check the duplicate numbers. So for example, the maximum duplicate numbers is 2, because for 2, the maximum frequency is 2, 3, the frequency is 3, and for 3, the frequency, there are 2 3s, is 2, and for 4, it is also 2. It means, yeah, for the greedy idea is that maybe at least we can split it into two parts. Yeah, because we have two duplicates. Maybe we can split it into more parts. Yeah, but for us, I think two parts is okay, because we need to make each part, the length of each part, gonna be more than or equal to k. So the greedy idea is that we're gonna split it into two parts, and this 2 is the maximum frequency, because the maximum frequency is 2. Yeah. So we're gonna put 2 here, another 2 here, and 3, we also have two values, 3 here, and 3 here. And another value, because this 4, the frequency of 4 is 2, so we can put 4 here, and another 4 here. Yeah. So in the left part, there are 3 numbers. It is increasing. Yeah, because for our group, it's gonna always be unique, like 2, 3, 4, and this is 2, 3, 4. So what left behind is only 1. So where can this 1 be placed? It can be put into the first part or the second part, it doesn't matter. So let's just say we put it into the first part. So the length of this one is more than or equal to 3, and the length of the second part is more than or equal to 3. This means it is possible. Yeah. So what about if we have other numbers, maybe 4? So we can put it into the first part or into the second part, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So now we can get a conclusion. So the conclusion is that we're going to check the maximum frequency. So the maximum frequency is going to be 2. Now we're going to check the length of the array. So the length of the array for this array, it is 7. So we're going to use 7 divided by 2. It is 3. Yeah. So if this number is more than and equal to k, k is also 3. It means it's going to be true. Otherwise, it's going to be false. So why we can conclude this kind of idea? I think this is also straightforward. Even though it is difficult to prove, but the straightforward idea is by using the greedy. So the greedy idea is that we're going to check the total numbers. That are going to be 7 total. The total number is going to be 7, and we can split it at most to 2 parts, because we want to keep each part more than or equal to 3. So first of all, we're going to prepare the duplicate parts. So the duplicate part, like 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. So what left behind is only 1. Yeah. Or we can use the total idea. The total number is going to be 7, and definitely 7 divided by 2 is going to be 3.5 actually. Yeah, maybe one part we're going to keep it like 4, another part the length is going to be 3, but it is possible, because definitely we want to split it into 2 parts. 2 is the frequency, maximum frequency of the numbers. So by this way we can solve the problem. Yeah. Now let's just try to maybe use the second example to explain it once more. Yeah, so why we're going to use this frequency? So let's just check the second example. So the frequency, the maximum frequency is going to be 2 because we have 2 6, so it's going to be 2. So this is the first part and this is the second part. Here going to be a 6, here going to be another 6, and k equal to 3, and the total number going to be 5. But at least we need to split it into 2 parts because there are 2 duplicate numbers. So the total number 5 divided by 2. So it's going to be equal to 2. 2 is less than 3. This means it is not possible. Yeah. So what does this mean is that we can put a 6 here. So we still have 5, 7, and 8. Maybe we put 5 here. Maybe we put 7 here. But if we put 8 here, this is okay. But this part, the left part, is not okay because the length is 2. This is why we're going to use this kind of idea. The length of the array divided by the maximum frequency. It means the minimum groups. We're going to meet the condition. If it is more than and equal to k, definitely it is possible. Yeah. If you can find this kind of idea, definitely this is going to be an easy problem instead of a hard problem. Yeah. So C is going to be the counter of nums, and we're going to prepare a maximum frequency. It's going to be C dot values, and let me prepare n, going to be length of the nums, and finally we just need to return n divided by max should be more than and equal to k. Yeah, maybe we can also write it in one line, but it is okay. I think yeah, normally yeah, this is going to be C dot values with parentheses because this is a method. Yeah, as you can see, it works. Now let me submit it to Chuck. Yeah, as you can see, it works and it's pretty fast, and the time complexity is just O(n). N is the length of the array. Yeah, normally this is gonna be just a easy problem. I think most of us can think about this kind of a greedy idea. If you know the brute force, now if you think a little bit forward, a step forward, maybe you're gonna think about this idea. You find the maximum frequency and the least groups you can have to meet the condition. Yeah, so for example, you're gonna have 2 groups, so this is why we're gonna get to the conclusion. So the length of the array divided by the maximum frequency, it should be more than and equal to k. Thank you for watching. See you next time.